Hello and welcome! Silrace here with Nosgoth, and this is Nosgoth Night, as in me showing off some raw gameplay footage from tonight's games, and this one unfortunately began in a 3 versus 4 setup, and thankfully we get a 4th player pretty quickly here. So playing Reaver, and tonight I wanted to toy out more with the sweeping keg where they are in the right mouse button, and if those abilities you see here are in very strange keys from your own perspective, then well, that's something I do. Anyway, talking about gameplay, since it was started with a 3 versus 4, I have to play a little more passive, and anyways, now the Tyrant went in, so I'm gonna go in here as well and try to get some damage in and manage to get a kill before running away. Essentially, this is the sort of stuff I have to personally still get used to, because in random games, oops, that is entirely missed grenade. Anyway, in random games people tend to go in at absolutely random times, so I will, well, I'll leave the body for the other guy to grab, because he's level 3 here. It's rather new to the game, and someone is trying to shoot me from behind. But people go in, initiate fights at very random times, so kind of have to follow it up. Otherwise it's a wasted initiation by them, and it is a, well, possible them to die with no show for it. That's essentially it. So as soon as this guy goes in, it doesn't matter how badly wounded I am, how badly wounded he is, I have to at least take part in the fight somehow. But to get any action from there, and I'm trying to hide a little to soften things up with that choking gas there, and go run around a little, because absolutely screwed up that shadow step there, aimed it wrong, hit the ceiling and not where I wanted to go. So my bad, my mistake. That's part reason why I want to show off this footage and actually also talk it through after playing it, because it allows me to review my own mistakes, and also it allows you all, well, a chance to possibly learn from my mistakes, which is something awesome. And this is something which keeps happening quite a number of times this game, where I get absolutely hilariously bad timing on when I go and try to execute an opponent. It's like, go to execute someone, and instantly there is like a human essential spawn running from their spawn right into me to interrupt that execute. Yeah, I could have dragged the body, but that wouldn't have changed anything. They could have chased after me. Probably should have as well, because I was low HP, I was trying to execute someone. So there you saw that that go in thing, because people were already fighting, they were in the fight. So I had to go in myself to do stuff, and this is where I try to get a double kill, but it will get just one kill, and it was followed up by a kill by the other Reaver. So positive that at least. So someone followed up on my initiation, which is nice and nifty. This Tyrant is really engage-minded, I suppose. Like, he really wants to go in all the damn time, and so there is very little time sometimes to do stuff, and this other Reaver was still fighting here, and let's get a nice double kill for my death. Usually I don't like to trade kills, but when people are still fighting, then yeah, I kind of have to take part. This is essentially what I try to get out there. If you see someone go in solo, then you can either just watch them die and take that kill, well, death, essentially, in a team deathmatch setting, and that's another missed grenade, which should have gone over anyway. You can take that, or you can go in with them and hope to get something out of it. It's something you have to make a decision of. And here is kill the alchemist business, because alchemists are annoying. And then try to run away, but don't get away. I was hoping I would have reached the rooftop with that shadow stat, but I was a little too far. I still haven't used the ability enough to really be comfortable with it, which is why I keep doing it in strange places. And well, this was a night of me trying out both the sweeping kick and the goddamn shadow stat. And that's something I have been also trying to do when I see an alchemist who actually uses healing mist, and people actually go into the healing mist. And I try to drop my choking haze into the healing mist, so they have to either make the choice of being in the healing mist. And this is where I get to single out a scout, so that's always nice and nifty, and all that jazz. And this is another one of those. Yeah, go try to execute. Nope. Well, you came here, now I can try to execute you, and nope. Oh my gosh, that timing on this game for those executes. Anyway, what I was saying about the healing mist. Drop the choking haze into the healing mist, so they have to make the choice of being in the healing mist and taking the choking haze damage on top of it, or you know, run away from it and then not benefit from the healing mist either, because they have to get away from the choking mist. And yeah, that initiation by me was really bad, but that was essentially no go for getting away from the team either. So at least it turned out into a nice protracted combat with a couple of our people almost dead. Now, that was the situation where I hoped I would have had something like Savage Pounce, because this guy was entirely alone down there. It would have been easier to single him out with a pounce than the sweeping kick. And right now we have well, the team is kind of low on health, so have to hold back a little bit, but then the Tyrant pretty much starts going to places where he can go in from, essentially waiting for someone else to initiate at the moment, so I am willing to do that with the grenade start. And then the other Reaver goes in, that prompts me, go in, do start. And, well, get a kick in here in the healing mist, but get killed because folks didn't actually follow it up. It's like, well, that's what I was talking about after all. I saw the other Reaver go in. Either I take that one death on my team, or I go in and hope to get at least a kill with it. So, yeah. I didn't get a kill with it that time, so oh well. And yeah, they are gonna hide because they are winning. Yeah, of course. I mean, come on. If you are winning, you are gonna try to win, huh? And also, this little mention that we have people going in alone, like that, the level 3 guy. Keeps doing it all the time, so it's that obviously hurts a little. And for anyone who happens to be watching this particular video, when you are playing the vampire side, really go just like with humans, you stick together. Just like with vampires, you don't go in alone. Or if you see someone go in alone, you should follow it up, if at all possible. That would have been an awesome time to get choking haze in, but it was a bad timing by me. I had it on cooldown. But still, then I get it nicely in, and our Tyrant starts heading that way, so get in here and start dealing some damage. And I love being in the face of an alchemist, because being in the face of an alchemist is awesome. As in, if they keep shooting at you, they damage themselves with their grenades as well from the hand cannon, or whichever one they happen to be firing. Anyway, first half is almost done, so let's move on to the human half.
The hunt gives me prey.
So yeah, I got a kill in at the very end of the first half, and then we are playing humans, and since I had someone go scout and another person went with the alchemist, I decided to pick up my hunter. This is the class I default to if I see, well, people playing other things, such as not playing hunter, so I will go for the hunter. I am absolutely willing to change class if no one else is willing. This is usually the course of action. The bad focus fire by me should have kept firing at the sentinel instead of the other guy, and there is a nice ball out to save the alchemist. Something I try to do because alchemists can deal very much damage. Unfortunately, this alchemist is not running a healing mist build, so I try to help the allies out. That's essentially, well, it is something I like to do. I like to think of this as a not a solo play experience, but as a team play experience, and I do my best to play as part of a team. And that includes helping out allies. This trap is in a very strange location, but at least get some use out of it. And then there is this tyrant who gets to run away because he is tyrant. Missed ball, not much can do, and then there is a Reaver on me right after that. It was a very nice follow-up there on the other things, and also people were not in position to interrupt the pounce, because it has a damage threshold. If you see someone being pounced on, you should fire at them to stop the well, essentially interrupt the pounce animation. Put some shots in the sentinel so maybe he doesn't come back quite so quickly. That's a couple dead dudes here, and people are afraid of using shrines, so let's mention that, because somehow people are still really bad of rotating around the map. Essentially, not only rotating around the map, but also using shrines in general. And this is where I should have had the ball in, but yeah, on my screen it didn't seem to hit, but it should have. And whatnot. Come on, and missed those. And then there is the Deceiver thing running around with those clones and whatnot, and finally people are running for the shrines, and then there is someone here to interrupt them using the shrine even. Hello, Sentinel. Have some arrows and missed Bola again. Annoying when that happens. Get singled out, and teammates not really shooting at the target who was smacking me, unfortunately. But that's what tends to happen at times.
I'm here for you, leeches.
People pick their own target and they stick to it instead of being willing to swap targets to, let's say, save teammates or do the more important target at that time, such as the lowest health target, because if you can remove a vampire from the, well, let's call it arena. If you can remove a vampire from the arena, then that is one less vampire which will be out there to deal damage to you. That ball missed. And then there is lots of dudes here. Hello. Very interesting play by him to keep running back and forth. Unfortunately had to reload at that point. So the kill assist on that, but do not get away from the Deceiver. Thankfully the Deceiver got, well, smacked by the scout. So yeah, not such an awesome scoreboard there for me, but such is the case. You don't always have the most awesome games, and here I've been trying to defend the alchemist a little too much. I mean, if I try to do pure damage and not help the team out, it will obviously look better on the scoreboard because it's, well, mainly out of kills. That was a nice timing by me, even if I say so myself. I took the pounce on myself instead of on the alchemist, but unfortunately the team ends up being killed anyways. So unfortunate, but the timing on that interruption, like I jumped in the way of the pounds, so it didn't hit the alchemist. And this is where we have a losing setup, absolute losing setup. Double alchemist is simply not very good team setup to have. So whenever you are in this particular scenario where you have double alchemists, you probably should be the good guy and switch classes yourself. And yeah, this guy lived with 38 HP. And then he gets to even feed in the middle of the combat, in the middle of the team essentially. Oh yeah. There is my little mention of that, like nice complete lack of focus fire there. It's like things which are almost dead get to run around a little too much. And yeah, still the same. People are unwilling to swap classes, unfortunately. So we have that's a bomb by the sentinel, and I ran right back into it, unfortunately. Because at that time I did not see it come in. And then there's a tyrant who walks in here. Try to do the stuff, but at least managed to dodge that. And let's see, can kill the tyrant at least, but nope, get grabbed by the sentinel, and this is a death because of such low HP. Unfortunately, that is the case. Very good play by the sentinel to follow that up. And this is that's exactly how you should play a sentinel. You should go and grab people who are, well, you know, focusing on somewhere else than you. And this me calling out more hunters on team, please, because we are still, there was still that double alchemist, and it just, especially against the sentinel, because it's really difficult to try to shoot the sentinel down when you are an alchemist. So that's a thing, huh? Should have dodged that, was busy firing, then he comes at my face, but at least there is still assist out of it, and there is a shrine here, and people are a little afraid of using the shrines, it seems like. So managed to interrupt that. Oh, missed bow, and missed those explosive shots and have to reload, so well, okay, at least we got that kill too, but then I got infected with some sort of a disease, which is never fun, huh? So the round is pretty much over. I mean, they are very close to getting 30 kills here. And also the timer is down to 2 minutes. So, no, don't see us winning this. Well, I'll blame the double alchemist setup for that bad, but whoa, that missed bola and into a sentinel grab. So that's the game, and thank you very much for watching.